Welcome to the Art of Dress. Today I'm happy to share with you the impact of style on Ochre Air Coloring. Thank you so much for coming and subscribing. Here we see Isabelli Fontana. She is a very successful Brazilian model who lives in Italy. She is going to show us, one of the models that's going to show us what happens to coloring depending on style. So let's look at the personal color wheel for Ochre Air. Here you see, and you can see that this color wheel has a ton of green. And the red color that's there is the style color for elaborate romantic, but every style will have a different style color. The palette itself, what we're going to focus on today, is the prime color of ochre green on the right hand side, sort of 3 o'clock. Now style changes or influences colors. So here you see a wheel that shows you 7 styles on the right hand side, and they have the effect of strengthening or intensifying the colors from the personal color wheel. And the ones on the left hand side have the opposite effect. They lighten the colors. Today we're going to look at Refine Natural. That's on the right hand side, almost at the bottom, one up from the bottom. You can see it there. And take that across to the opposite side, follow that curvy line, and all the way on the outside you see Elaborate Natural. So we're going to look at 2 naturals today. So there is something else that happens to colors in addition to lightening and becoming more intense. So let me help you with this. Here is the element color wheel. And the element color wheel shows you all 12 of the prime colors on the outside: fire, air, water, earth colors, elements. On the inside are the neutrals. Ochre green, right in the middle of those greens, has the neutral of beige. Now, artistry also affects color. So today we're looking at 2 sculpturals. And what they do is, the first thing is they make the colors warmer. So if you look at ochre green, warmer means moving towards yellow or moving towards olive. So a warmer version of ochre is going to be heading into olive green territory. And if it were cooler, it would go the other way into celadon. And there's also the impact for sculptural of colors being, these kinds of colors being a little bit more muted. So we'll see that as well. Let's start with Taylor Hill. Taylor Hill is Refined Natural, as I mentioned, and you can see here how this quite intense version of Ochre Air, very warm, is so lovely for her, just beautiful. And it is, of course, quite muted. And here is Isabelli, and she's wearing a much lighter version of the same color, very warm, muted, and also very light. And then here's Taylor Hill again, and once again, she just is stunning in this intense ochre green. And here is Isabelli, such a light version comparatively, but you can see, look at her skin, it's just amazing. Now let's look at the beige neutral. So here's Taylor wearing a rather intense version of beige. It's really sort of a little bit tan, that's a little bit of warmth, but it's quite strong compared to Isabelli. Look at, and this is not her lightest, but this is a light version of her warm beige. Here's Taylor again, once again, quite a strong, rather strong version of beige. And here's Isabelli, a much lighter version. So you can see that the impact applies to both the prime color, also the first 4 colors on the top of the wheel, and the neutral. So thank you for sharing this with me today. Next, we're going to have a look at Olive Air. Just want to remind you, I invite you to the website for your personal style consultation in Learn, as well as the Discover articles that are quite general. And then also, I just want to thank you for coming and subscribing. So please take care.